Hi, it's Melissa here, and I'm back with another process video from my December hip kit. This layout is really full of Amy Tangerine Stitched product, which made up a lot of the kit, and I wanted to do one layout that really focused on that product. Now, I've also included some doilies from my stash, the Evalicious puffy stickers from the kit, and the LA Studio wood veneers from the kit. I find whenever I get a kit, or even a collection, there's always one or two pieces of paper that really inspire me in the making of my layout, and for those pieces of paper I really want to feature them and not cover them up with layers. So for this one, it was this piece of paper here with the world map. Now, I was quite fine with cutting it apart because it doesn't have New Zealand on it, and I really wanted to focus on that beautiful sky, which looks like clouds with falling hearts, which remind me of falling stars. So my vision for the layout was to have the hearts continue to fall down onto that white cardstock. Now, I'd actually started to make this layout. I'd stuck down the two pieces of paper and then I decided to film. So I have started, but you haven't missed anything exciting, I promise. At this point, I thought about including a doily, and I've shared before that I love to put doilies on my girly layouts. I have another crafty friend, and she's not a scrapbooker, she's a sewer, but she loves pretty packaging and vintage finds, and she got a whole stack of these doilies, and so she gave me a good number of them. So I love to play around with them, and these are my favourite ones. So here I thought about adding them, and you'll notice that when I put that one at the top, it actually takes away from that beautiful paper. And even when I put it on the side there, I feel that it's unbalanced. So here I'm just trying really hard to get them on, but in the end, they don't make it. And I think I cut another one because I damaged the one before. So this photo is of me and my 3 children, and it was taken by my husband in November last year. And he's in a band, and he gets to play at gigs and weddings. And so sometimes we go along while he sets up during the day. And this photo was taken at Millbrook Resort, which is about 15 minutes from where we live. Now there I'm just showing you, parts of the world map, not New Zealand. And so to have the hearts continue to fall down, I thought about using my punch, except the hearts on the punch are very uniform and perfect, and they don't really represent the whimsical nature of the hearts on the paper. So then I had the great idea that I'd cut out some of these hearts. Now, that one you see me doing there is probably the largest sized heart on the paper. The rest of them get really quite small, and I didn't bother with the tiny ones. So I'm going to cut this out because it's really not exciting. But, yeah, okay, there we go. Sorry. So now I'm gluing them down, and you'll notice that, I'm still thinking a doily's going on this page, but I glue them down before I've glued my photo down, and that's because I absolutely know that's where I want them, and I'm not planning on doing major embellishment, like layers behind my photo. Just having a bit of trouble with my Tombow there, but I'm adding that heart photo. I did think about painting it white, but I think it looks really good in that natural colour, just wood. Now, in order to really make that beautiful paper shine, I've stuck with the colours of blue and green that are in this kit, and they work really well, of course from the same collection. Okay, so now I'm gluing the rest of them down. And it gets a bit fiddly. I really need to get one of those pairs of craft tweezers that I see people use. Or that tool that picks up sequins, that sticky tool, and you can put them back down. Quite hard to do all that in a heat wave, which we're still having. So now I've turned to these rub-ons, and I'm just looking at what's green and what's blue. And that little looks like a fern, that's really cute, so I want to get that on. And there's a gap there between the hearts. And so you'll see that I'll decide to put it there. So I had to go cut that out because I really had a hard time with that fern, so I took it away because my camera keeps shaking if I rub too hard. And it didn't come out perfectly, and I quite like that look as well of imperfection. I actually made a layout yesterday where I used one of these rub-ons on a photo, and they rub really well onto a photo. I don't know if it's the cardstock, I don't know. It's American Crafts, and I am using the smooth side. Thought about using that silver or grey, but it really doesn't go with the rest of the colours in this layout. So all I did with my photo was just back it on some white cardstock for a mat. I prefer to do that than have all my photos printed with a border. Now these I absolutely love. Love, love, love. And the best thing about using a kit, because I want to kill that kit, there's no hoarding, so I use up as much as I can. So I'm just putting that wee flower on the corner there. Still messing around with where I want those die cuts. And I'm doing something a bit strange with this title. I'm actually letting it float. Now that's not something I would normally do, but I think because of the nature of the paper with the hearts falling, I think it looks really pretty, sort of hanging in the air and with those gold hearts around it. So I'm really happy with deciding to do that. I think too often I just put my title either on or above or below my photo, so it was good to try something a bit new. That little puffy camera will move because it doesn't look quite right floating there. Couple more rub-ons, and these ones actually came out really well. So back to the photo. So after he'd set up the gig, we just did a few photos together, and I think when you have a baby, you just really want to record moments when they're young. And people would say to me, you know, you only take photos of your first, and probably almost implying that you'll only make an album for your first. But that's not true at all, because I think as scrapbookers, when we record the memories and the photos, it doesn't matter how many children we have, we'd still make an effort to just record those memories and treasure those photos forever. And that's how I feel about my scrapbooks for my children. So now I'm doing my journaling, and I filled out the bottom first, and it's a line and it says equals love. So I just wrote me and my 3 equals love. And I'm literally just describing the photo on this one. There's no big philosophical description or anything amazing. It's just literally a photo of us taken by my husband, and I just put that I love them all so much. That's where I'm moving that puffy sticker camera. And I think it looks good there. And that little happiness is homemade is perfect just right there. And I think it balances out those flowers in the top left. And it's almost done. So I love that always on my mind die cut, because my children are always on my mind. And it gives the eye something to follow by putting it up the top. Pulling out my sequins, and I did think maybe I can add some sequins with the falling hearts, but they actually were too much. So in this layout, it's really simple. I think it really, really focuses on that beautiful paper. And there's the final shot. Thanks for watching, and welcome and thank you to all my new subscribers, and bless you all for your comments. I'll see you again soon.